Hello and welcome back. This is episode 212 of NooBTooB, a weekly independent podcast where we are in remembrance to a fallen hero.
We are. And none of you will get this reference because you were all like 4 years old when it happened.
Yes. Do you know what a Moonanite is? Do you?
Moonanites unite. So
I am Mr. Watanabe.
And I'm Devin Kazire, and this week we are talking about some crazy shit, son.
What is that?
What?
What is that? What game?
Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. So Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Pinball FX 2. I hear you like pinball.
Oh, I do.
Dance
like
Central.
Mudkips.
I hear you like Mudkips on your pinball.
Yes.
Super Scribblenauts and the Sly Cooper Collection.
Yes, and we have only 3 new releases because we are almost to the December doldrums.
Yeah, and there ain't much coming out.
No, but we have Epic Mickey. Super excited about that. Epic Mickey. Golden Sun, Dark Dawn. Not.
I mean, people shit their jorts over Golden Sun.
I know, but JRPG, dude. I don't know. We'll see. And Nailed. I played this at PAX. It's kind of an interesting ATV game. Superman, all that kind of stuff.
All right.
But yeah, let's get started with
Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the new game from Ubisoft.
Yeah.
This same series, but it's the same story, right? I mean,
same guy.
Same guy.
So it's Ezio. As opposed to like the first Assassin's Creed, you played different guys than the second.
Altair.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And then the second one, you played Ezio, who everybody loved.
Oh yeah.
And
especially the ladies.
Yes. And our history with Assassin's Creed, we didn't like the first one, fell in love with the second one.
Oh, second one was awesome. So they they watched our review of the first one.
Absolutely.
And they basically took all these notes and checked every single box off.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think that we can take full credit for every game that improves in the history of gaming.
Every sequel.
Clearly, yeah. I mean, every sequel that's better is because they listen to our feedback.
Yes, maybe they'll make Eat Lead sequel much better than they did.
I don't think it's possible. I mean, since Eat Lead is the shit, I mean, you could be the shit squared.
Well, they could add fun. That would be nice.
Nobody likes you!
But everybody likes this game. So this game, they added multiplayer. I think that was the big addition to this game. So I played a lot of it, actually.
One of the big additions.
Oh, yeah, one of the big additions.
They did a lot of innovation.
So that's something new. So, I mean, like, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, they added a bunch of different modes. I kind of only played one, because you have to unlock them.
Yeah.
And I loved it at PAX.
Yeah.
So at PAX, the whole idea of it is everybody's against everybody. You're running around town. You have somebody to kill.
Right.
And somebody else has to kill you.
At all times. You know that at all times you are being hunted like a dog.
Yep. And it's also multiple. So at some point, I think my understanding is like maybe the top scoring guy has multiple people as uses the target, or the person you're chasing might have other people that are going after him too.
Right.
So it's kind of interesting. It's kind of like Assassin. If you ever played the real life like LARPish game.
Dude, I don't know if any of you guys played Assassin. It was actually very big on college campuses back when we were in school. You'd actually be given a human target, and you had a water gun.
Yep.
And you'd actually be hunting people on your campus. Like, you'd go and you'd shoot them when they came out of classes. I mean, it was badass. It was
kind of scary, but it was really cool. And they do that sometimes at conventions. But that's the basic idea of the game, where you're running around, and you have to be sneaky, because the moment they have this little, detection meter, so if you're walking after them, you see them, they're like, okay, and then you have to walk kind of slow.
Right.
And then eventually get up to them, and then stick, and then they die. But since you also have somebody else coming after you, you also have to be sneaky. You also have to act. It's weird because you have to act like an AI.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you're looking at a group of people, you can kind of see when somebody breaks out or jukes or whatever, and like you can see, okay, that's a person.
Yeah.
And
or running. Like none of the AI ever run, but if you ever want to catch up to somebody or something like that, you have to run.
In which case, you like set off a signal, and then the dude chasing you is going to come gank your shit.
Exactly. So it's a kind of interesting dynamic. I definitely want to see where they go with it. And I've played for like 2 or 3 hours, and I started getting tired of it.
Oh, really?
Well, the big factor is that you have to act really, normal to follow somebody, but you have no clue how close somebody is.
Yes.
No clue. There's no indication whatsoever that somebody's on your tail until they have depleted their sensor market by being like running after you or something like that, right? So I'm just like running, I was like, and I die.
Right.
And I'm like, well, fuck. I walk somebody looks like an AI walking right past me, and then die.
So once people and that was actually my criticism of it when we played it at PAX. Is like once people start playing it correctly, then it gets less fun because Because, I mean, that's the thing is, like, once everybody gets so good, then it's just down to the point of, it's almost, I mean, I wouldn't say luck, but it kind of feels like luck because it's how far you are from the guy you're trying to kill and then how far the guy from you is, where it's just like, that's what's determining, like, if you're playing correctly, you're stalking them, somebody's stalking you, you're dead, start over.
If the person that's chasing you is closer to you, you die.
Exactly.
It's just plain and simple.
Exactly.
Now, there's a couple of interesting things you can do where if you think somebody's following you or somebody's close, you can hide somewhere, like right around a corner, and then stun them. And if you stun them, that cancels their contract and you get points.
Right.
So it's kind of a neat little thing, but I could not get it to work.
If you know who they are.
Right, like, otherwise I'd be like, I think somebody's around me, and then I'd hide a corner, I'd wait, and nobody would be around me. Right? Just like, so it's this weird thing where I think it's almost a problem with the UI, where they don't give you enough information to make the game more fun. Right. So like, to me, like, I'm really not going to play the multiplayer of this anymore. I played for 2-3 hours, I didn't have fun. But the single player...
The single player is so good! The single player is so good!
Oh,
it was really one of those things where it's like, you know, I hopped back in, and within 10 minutes, I was like, oh God, I forgot how good this is. Like it just kind of rolls over you. Like nobody makes worlds this good. Like nobody makes worlds this alive and textured and full of history. I mean,
except for Assassin's Creed. I mean,
exactly,
really, right?
It's like that's it. This team is the one that does worlds like this, where it's like they have researched every square inch of ancient Rome. They will tell you every detail about it if you want to. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Like nothing's crammed down your throat. But I'm like reading all the historical notes and all this shit. And then, you know, then there's all this popping back out to the real world because you're jacking in and going back.
And to me, like that part was never really that interesting.
But they made it better.
Did they?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that like before it used to be you'd walk around a warehouse until you sat down.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And now they're like you are going back in modern times to the places that Ezio was previously, and you have to find your way through the ruins in modern, like Uncharted.
Yeah, sure.
Very similar to Uncharted.
And it's cool too because you know they probably did it because like damn we have a lot of assets, we need to reuse it.
I do. I think that's a big part of it.
But they still made it fun because like okay, well I'm in the same area, but they changed it a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a different environment.
Yeah.
It was enough to actually keep it interesting to me.
And they changed a lot of very core gameplay elements. I mean, like now. There are things that we liked in other games that I see in this. Where so the big thing now is Rome is under the control of the Borgia, and they have these towers, and the towers have areas of influence. And so now it's kind of become what we liked about Crackdown, or what we liked about these other games, where now there are bosses, and you have to go and you have to assassinate the guy that owns that tower. You have to knock it down, and then once you knock it down. All the stores in that area are closed. They're all shut down, and you can go and you open them, you renovate them, you buy them.
You get income from them,
yes.
Which is awesome because like they had that
like
same
Fable,
but more fun, which is really weird because Fable like that seemed like tacked on to me.
Right.
But this one, I really enjoyed the idea of like okay, Ezio got to his hometown, and all of a sudden I was opening towns and like you know, hey man, I gotta get some money so I can like upgrade the thing so there's better shit in the store. But now it's across Rome.
Yeah.
Which boggles my mind, right?
And
like,
the more blacksmiths you upgrade, the more armor is available. So I mean, like this, it is constant crack. It's like there are feathers hidden around the city. There are flags hidden around the city. There are viewpoints hidden around the city. There are bosses to kill around the city. There's banks and art shops and blacksmiths and all this stuff. It's like every 10 seconds I'm just like, what do I do?
What do I do? And that was almost, it was weird too because I almost called it out as a problem in Assassin's Creed 2.
Yeah, and I hated
but the thing is, it was almost jokingly, right? It's just like there was too much shit to do where my OCD forced me to do it all, even though I should have progressed to the main story. So I didn't even finish the game, right? I got like halfway through, but I got a lot of shit done. Like, right? My blacksmith was pretty freaking awesome. It was upgraded. So it scares me to see 12 different areas, all the different blacksmiths. I'm like, I'm not gonna finish. I'm gonna get like 3/4 of the way. I'm like, I'm tired. I can't do it. I just can't do it.
I am loving it, and the cool thing is they also added in this element of your Brotherhood. So I mean, like as of the name of the game, so you now once you knock down enough towers, once you open enough guilds, you start to get assassins that are part of your guild that you can summon at any time, which is crazy because. The thing that blows my mind is it's not just a weapon, right? Like there can be some dude in front of you and you're like assassinate that guy and it comes like fucking like the crow out of the sky is like fucking kills him. But you can also say, I want this assassin of mine to be stronger. Go send him on a mission. And in the background, he's upgrading his skills by killing some dude off screen.
Do you get to control it at all? Because I didn't
You
really
pick the missions.
Oh, nice.
So
can he
they
die?
say like, yes, he can die.
Yeah,
so you can
nice.
send him on more dangerous missions or less dangerous missions, and he's like going off, and you're like upgrading his shit.
So you got a little risk reward action. That's pretty freaking awesome. Like this game is so deep, and I just can't imagine how many people must have been working on this game, because one of the elements that we talked about the Assassin's Creed 2 was that it's just like you're in a world and it feels alive.
Yes.
But one thing I don't remember noticing so much in the first one, but I would actually look at people's clothes. Like I would see this level of detail in the textures and the fabric. I would just be like, somebody spent a lot of time and effort on this one person.
On one dude, on one NPC. Like, you don't feel like you're walking through 7 models.
No, exactly.
Over and over again.
Yeah.
You're like, this is a goddamn town.
Yeah. You walk by and people would say, "Oh, hey, Ezio, blah, blah, blah." And it'd be never, like, I didn't hear, at least at the time I played, I didn't hear the same thing twice.
Right.
It's just amazing.
I mean, I went to the brothel, and like there was this one thing where I went and talked to.
Yeah.
Of course I did. Hello. Of course I went to the brothel.
You're like,
that was
"Where's
the
the
first
brothel?"
thing I did. They're like, Ezio, you're on a mission. I'm like, shut up, bitch. Going to the whorehouse.
But you have to, of course, you've unlocked all 12 whorehouses by this point, right?
I mean,
so
yeah, I unlocked the mystery 13th whorehouse. I built a new one in Rome.
With a triple-breasted whore.
But you talk to some of the women there, and that unlocks new missions around town. Where it's like then you can run into. I mean, like that's the cool thing is it's not like a linear thing.
Yeah.
You can talk to some dude, and this dude's like, "Hey, this guy just killed my wife. Go kill him for me." And you're like, "Do you want to take this? Yes or no?" You'd be like, "No, fuck off." But me, I'm just like, "Yes."
And you get money, and then you get to upgrade all of your things. And it's just like it's weird to me because like because Assassin's Creed 1 was about, or 1 and 2 were about collection porn.
Right.
Now this one's about unlocking porn.
Yeah.
Like right. Like
and collection porn.
And collection porn. You get both.
It's like everything porn.
And it's just weird because like we're the type of gamers that really hits that particular button, and it scares me.
Yeah.
Because like I still got at least 3 or 4 big games to play. Like I still have to finish Fallout, and like I'm getting sucked into this game.
I have eyes for nothing but this. Like the last couple nights, there's been these other games. Like you kept telling me to play Pinball FX.
Yeah.
And I was just like, but I am killing bitches right now.
And I'm hitting a silver ball. Like,
I mean, seriously, it's so rewarding and it's so quick. I actually have a hard time going to bed at night because every mission is about 10 minutes. So I'm just like, okay, all right, I'm going to kill this one guy. And then, like, I see this, like, right in the distance there's, like, another tower I can climb. Like, all right, I'm going to climb that tower. And then you fall down there, like, well, there's a treasure chest. And you, like, go to the treasure chest, and there's, like, oh, there's an assassination mission. I'm just, like, looking up, I'm like, fucking hell. Like, I need to go to bed at some point tonight, but this game is so constantly rewarding.
Yeah. It's almost like the level design on the map that just plays together to map into this thing where you'll have these little tiny moments of, woo, 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 right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. It is, and it's like perfect human reward,
Yeah.
like just pleasure.
So it would be really bad if they made like an iPhone game, or like right with that same sort of content.
I would never put it down.
Apparently, there's a Facebook tie-in.
Wow.
Facebook, like Assassin's Creed, whatever, Farm World or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, but some sort of tie-in.
So you like go back and like buy more shit from
like assassinate.
Imagine that if you're in a meeting and they're like, user, what's your status update? You're like, huh?
Like what? It's like I'm assassinating Tobin. Like,
Yeah,
sorry, dude, I'm busy.
My mission is I'm a fucking killer. Not here.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like I'm fascinated where it's just amazing game design. So this is awesome.
Buy it right now.
Don't buy it for the multiplayer, but give it a try. You might like it.
Multiplayer's fine, but I mean, like the single player this game is gold.
Oh, yeah, it's worth it, right?
Yeah,
like
I mean, this is
$60,
like an easy. And the thing is I think that you can beat the game straightforward in like 20 hours, but if you play it like you should, it's going to be way longer than that because there's a million things to do.
Yeah, well, you got to get all the feathers.
Hell yeah, you got to get all the feathers
You're not
and the
gonna get all the
flags
feathers.
and the chests and the locksmiths and the art shops.
Whorehouses. Ugh, got to do everything.
Okay, Assassin's Creed. So awesome.
Awesome. So Pinball FX 2.
Yeah.
So I played a lot of this. I got sucked in because of the NooBTooBers. Fucking NooBTooBers.
Yeah, I saw that. Like, all the NooBTooBers, I was watching them, like, so we watch a bunch of NooBTooBers on Twitter, and every night they're like, bitch, I just beat your score at blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
this is interesting. Why don't I see yous on this
I'm
yet?
just like, whoop, whoop. Beat what? What was that?
like little groundhog, like,
Yeah. Like, what?
what? Are there scores?
There's scores to be beat? What? It was hilarious, too, because I think Sunflower was saying just like, yeah, I got this game. It's just like, wow, if you really like pinball, you should try it. And I'm like, bitch.
If you like pinball.
I love pinball.
That'd be like someone telling me, like, if you like breasts, Tobin,
here's a game for you.
You may like this game.
I played so much pinball in college. Like, it was bad.
I've
like,
seen you
it was
play
really
pinball.
bad.
It's kind of pornographic to watch you
it's
play
a little
pinball.
scary, right?
You're doing a lot of you're doing a lot of hip checks, a lot of thrusting action.
I have my way with the pinball machine.
I know you do.
So
I nearly called protective services after I saw you have your way with the Addams family.
I'm just saying, the Addams family was very happy pinball machine by the time I was done.
Just saying, Wednesday's a young girl.
So is Pugly. I'm not saying either. And Cousin It, I don't know how you...
I don't even know how old Cousin It is.
But, so I play a lot of pinball, but the thing is, like, pinball video games in general have all been shitty. Mm-hmm. Like, honestly, like, I played for a few minutes, I'm like, eh.
Well, you remember the Microsoft ones when we were growing up.
Oh, yeah.
It was garbage.
The only one I actually kind of liked was, I think in Commodore 64,
yeah.
was the Pinball Construction Kit. Do you remember that game?
Vaguely.
Yeah, so you can actually put the flippers anywhere. I was just like, kind of, it was kind of full. But this one is probably the first pinball game where the physics work.
Really? So it feels like you're there in front of a machine.
Yeah, well, basically, like, you try to do some stuff, but like I'd have all these tricks I do in real life where you can like hold up the flipper,
yeah.
and then you let go as it comes down to catch it.
Oh yeah,
like that's just it's a very common trick for people that play a lot of pinball.
But the physics have to work.
Yeah, and most of the time it doesn't. Yeah. Like this one, I'm like, and I'd be just stay there, like I'd be like, and then like start rolling slowly. I'm like,
yeah.
Ooh, wow.
So they did the physics like straight up correct.
Like to me, it's like almost perfect.
Wow.
And there'd be things where like it would actually fly off the playfield and get stuck.
Yeah.
Which never happens in a video pinball game,
but it happens in
this
real
one's because the physics are right, and it would sit there and it'd be like. Normally, what you would see in pinball games, it'd be like all the different playfield items would go to try to dislodge it. It doesn't do that, but all of a sudden the ball disappears, and you have a new ball.
Oh.
So it's like it's got all these elements where it's like it's perfect, and like they also have the tilt.
They put in the flaws of reality. Basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
One thing that they didn't add, which I hope they do at some point, there's no soft nudge. So like I have my way with the pinball machine, but I'd be gentle.
Yeah. So you're saying that the nudges are too hard?
Well, no, because like all you have is you have the left stick, which is your nudge.
You can shove it
right? You can shove it, but like it would be like danger. So one of the tricks with pinball is that actually you kind of like the two right, left, the both lanes, outside lanes.
Yeah.
Like those are dangerous because like if it goes down, you die.
Yeah.
So basically, every single time it approaches those, you would basically soft nudge, and it would affect the ball just enough. So instead of going boom, 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 it would bounce right back out because they do this approach. So it's they don't have that because like it's a very gross thing, but whatever.
But they're getting close. I mean, you can see where they're going with these pinball games is that they're really approximating reality pretty well. But you were saying that the competitive element of it was crazy, right?
Genius.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you're playing the game and they have when you buy it, okay, you can play the trial. You can play all 4 tables for a minute. Which is actually a good enough time to get a good feel. Yeah. When you buy it, you spend $10 and you get 4 tables.
Okay.
And then each additional table is 200 points. So $250.
So you're paying per table.
And I'll tell you why a little bit later.
Yeah.
But for the 4 tables, they're really good tables. They're actually really well done. They have some interesting modes and all this other stuff. But while you're playing, you have your score, right? And all of a sudden it dropped down on the side saying, you are 2 million away from Sunflower.
Oh.
And, and it would actually count down as your score's going up.
Oh, that's awesome. How do you not even just watch that? You're like, just, whoa.
I would glance at it. Sometimes I would hit the bumper and I'd catch the ball. I'm like, okay, 200 points. Like going, right?
You come up for air.
And all of a sudden, like, it'd make this little, like, thing. It's just like, you beat so-and-so, right? And then the next person on your list.
That's awesome. That's we talked about that last week, right? We said, like, that is what you want in games. If it's a competitive game, show me who I'm chasing.
Yeah.
All the time.
And it's amazing. So not only that, they do the score per table.
Yeah.
Right? They also track your scores per week.
Oh.
So you can do some things where you beat somebody's weekly score, stuff. But then you have super score, which is your score across all tables.
So you want to buy more tables.
Right? So I would be like, I'd actually, on my 4 tables, I'd be actually approaching other people with more tables than me.
Yeah.
But it's really hard to get a bigger score.
Until you buy the next table.
So I'm actually itching to get some of the other tables just to say, like, I'll be your super score 2.
Yeah.
But get this. There's yet another thing called a wizard score. Okay, get this.
This is the Ultra Monkey Punch score.
No. It's not only just your scores on all the tables that you own, but it's all the scores on the tables your friends own.
What?
Yeah. So they factor in your network to generate this new score.
But who are you comparing it to?
Other people on your friends list that may not have as many friends with the game. So basically, it's this amazing social thing. Well, I think Sunflower did it.
Yeah.
Got me into the game because he knew I get really good scores. And I'm on his friends list and ups his wizard score. And I'm actually thinking, like, hey, Toby, you should... Remember I was saying, hey, Toby, you should play
Oh, my God. So you're like the Avon lady. Like, you're like doing, you're doing a pyramid scheme of bringing in friends to increase your wizard score.
I'm not going to say, but if NooBToobers have, bought all the tables and got really good scores, and you give me a friends list.
But I mean, if you're looking at other NooBToobers who are friends with other NooBToobers, you guys are going to have wizard scores that are similar, right? I mean, like, it's...
But not always, right? Because, I mean, some people know more
if you have
NooBToobers.
More friends, you got to have more friends. You got to find people that don't have other friends.
Yes. Or you got to take people that don't play Pinball FX off your friends
list. Oh my God!
These guys,
oh my God.
Zen Studios are fucking geniuses.
Yeah. What else have they done?
Well, they did the original Pinball FX, and I think that's it. But seriously,
but, I mean, they're great. Like that is all these things. I mean, like for you to start thinking about chasing people off your friends list just to clean up your score, like that is
to increase your score.
That's
right?
a big deal. For
so,
them
I'm seriously the network effect of this. Like, I honestly want to buy more tables. I want to get other people into this game so they buy more tables and do well.
And then you're going to go door to door and sell this game.
So here's my gamer tag.
Yeah, here's my gamer tag. You should really play this game. Enter this referral code. I get 100 points.
So the couple, an amazing pinball game, plus this really, like, they basically are innovating the score mechanic. I've never seen this level of interaction of score where it hits this little trace here I have for score attack so well that I am just automatically giving them more of my money.
Well, I'll tell you right now, as soon as I beat Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, I will check this out.
You should give it a try.
But I'm not putting Aspro down.
Anything?
I'm not putting Aspro down until I'm done, until I've had my way with SEO.
I don't know if I like something like things. We have Aspro and we have Blops.
Blops and
weird
Aspro.
Weird ass portmanteaus.
I've got Blops on my Aspro.
Touché, sir. I got to do that. That's good. You see, anyway, for that. All right.
Anyways, you like it.
That was awesome. Yes, it was awesome. And honestly, I'm not kidding. If you send me a friend request and you can beat my serious, I want some friends. If you can beat my scores in Pinball FX, actually, that's the main thing because at this point now, I've beat everybody on the tables I've owned, and I've been waiting for 3 days for somebody to get close. So I need more competition.
Yuzo is absolutely serious about this, guys. If you email yuzo@noobtoob.com,
or send me you send me a message in Xbox Live saying here's my score in X in the 4 tables.
He will add you as his friend because Yuzo is competitive as shit, and he wants people that will fight with him.
Yeah, and nobody's close. Like Draco's kind of close, Sunflower's a little close, but I've busted all of their things by at least 10 million points.
Are you going to let him talk that kind of shit? I mean, come on.
Bitches.
Look at this big old flappy mouth on this guy.
You, man,
come and school him.
I do fucking pinball tournaments. I like to see you get close.
God, I can't believe you have a wife.
I know.
I don't understand how you pulled that off.
She doesn't know about it. I hid all of my geekness. Like, she didn't know I played WoW when we first met. It was very hard.
You're a devious son of... And she hasn't watched the show,
so
she has no idea what kind of filthy mouth you have. Trucker mouth.
But next up, we have
Dance Central.
So this is Torch. Do you know this?
Little butt slapping.
So did you beat my poker face score?
No.
Come on!
It's high.
It's really high.
It was like 630,000.
I know. I played that song for like 8 times. But you don't know why? One of my coworkers, who apparently is a beast at the game, she's like number 12 on Brickhouse in the world. She had a pretty high poker face score, and I said, tonight I'm gonna beat her and rub her face in it. Because she plays with no dance cards on hard.
You can turn off the dance cards?
Yes.
Did you have to do that to beat her score?
No.
Okay.
No, it doesn't give you a score multiplier at all.
Okay.
But yeah, dude.
Fucking hell, that's like the people that do the
DDR.
the no steps on DDR.
Exactly, yeah. So, but yeah, this game is a Kinect game. It's probably the best launch title.
Yes.
Of Kinect.
No, it's not probably. It is the best.
It is pretty much,
this is the best Kinect title out there. No doubt.
If you have Kinect, you have to get this game. I don't know if I'd get it without it, honestly, at this point. Like, looking at all the other games on Kinect, I've tried a few of them. Like, this is the game.
This is the seller. And so the whole thing is that it very accurately detects your body position.
Yeah.
And you're dancing to pop music, basically. And it's you go through, there's a tutorial mode where it's called
Break It Down.
Break It Down.
That's right.
And they teach you all the moves for the dance thing, and then they have you dance the song at easy, medium, or hard.
Yeah. And that's pretty much it. I think one of the complaints a lot of people have, and like one of the things I have, is like it's not very much a game.
No.
Right? There's no kind of like, there's some unlockables, but not really. I think most of the songs are available as is.
Yeah.
There's not like a game part of it. There's no world tour mode. There's not the things that you kind of expect. So
But,
you
I mean,
just
it's
kind
as
of
much of a game as DDR is, right? I mean, like, it's kind of...
But even DDR had like a world, remember they added like an RPG to it?
Yeah.
At one time?
Well, I
So
mean,
that's what I'm missing to it,
it's as much of a game as DDR was in the arcade.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
Like, I mean, it is, you dance these songs, you get the points, but it does have the whole nice comparing your points to your friends.
Which is, again, really awesome, because at the end of it, you actually see your score compared to somebody else.
Right.
Oh, one thing I forgot to mention in pinball. Shit. This is the genius! Genius! Okay, so you beat somebody, right?
Yeah.
At the score. At the very end of the thing, they show you your score, or, where, they have this huge data. No. They show your avatar.
Yeah.
And they show the other person's avatar with a little crown.
Yeah.
The crown falls off, and then you like go, woo! So you freaking rub your face. Oh,
That's so awesome.
So awesome. So anyhow, genius, right?
It is the teabagging of the pinball world.
And that's what so Zen Studios, if you could, I will pay for DLC if I can show the avatar teabagging. That would actually be pretty awesome.
And it should send a message to somebody else's
Oh shit, that was the other thing. Fuck! I forgot. So at the end of, after you do your round, right, there's an option saying send message to friend.
Oh, come on!
And then it brings up the thing, you can actually do check marks. So like I played this one table and I beat 5 different people on my friends list at once.
Yeah.
So I just check, and you don't even have to type anything.
Yeah.
And then you hit send, and it says, I've just beaten your score in Pinball FX 2.
And it sends them a message on. Yeah. That is such an honest to God, I'm going to buy this game now. Like, because I want to reward that sort of development.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, even if I played the demo and I'm like, this is okay, I will still buy it because that sort of thing is exactly what we should be encouraging in the game world.
Yeah.
That is fucking awesome.
And everybody needs to copy that. But Dance Central has that kind of score component. I gotta say, dude, it's like, I'm not a big dancer, but this game is fun.
It is fun. And the thing is it very quickly makes you realize how non-coordinated you are by default. Like, you can learn the moves and stuff, but it was very much a humbling experience when I was playing in my living room, and it's just like I would do the learn the moves, and I'm like, all right, I got this, and they would string like 13 together, and I'm just like suddenly I'm like stepping to the wrong way and all this stuff. I was like, fuck,
everything's all red.
Yeah, and it's just and like they'll do like the punching moves, and it says that
that's hard. Wrong. I always get the right one off.
Yeah, it flashes red. I'm like,
and
fuck you. That's fine.
I figured it out. It's actually that's the thing. Like where you do break it down enough.
Yeah.
It's actually really fast. So that it's a speed thing, not a position thing.
So they even track that. I put the arm up and it'd be like red. I'm like, bitch, my arm is right here.
And the trick is, like, what I found when you're playing this game is, like, if you look at the avatar and do exactly what the avatar says or does, then you will, at the same speed, you'll actually get the move down. Because I was doing some stuff where I was, like, whatever, torch or something like that. Yeah. My wife was watching me play, cracking up like crazy. So this is bad. Like, play this game either alone or with other people that are drunk.
Yes.
Because this is some... very embarrassing, right? Yeah. So like she was laughing at me. She was like, "No, you got to do this. And you should actually take my arm and do that." And then I'd actually get it.
Oh wow!
Right? Because I'd be like,
got dance schooled by your wife,
dude.
Which is actually pretty awesome.
Honestly, like she played on my account. Yeah. So some of this, not Poker Face. Not not Poker Face, but other songs. She actually has a pretty damn high score.
So now I'm fighting your wife online.
Pretty much, yes. You don't know.
I don't know which one it is.
Which is hilarious. This is the other thing too. Like we'll talk about it probably in a couple of weeks, but Kinect is one of the first games which, Kinect is one of the first technologies which actually makes it so it's hard to cheat. Dance Central doesn't do it.
Yeah.
But EA Sports. I was trying to do one of the exercises.
Yeah.
And I do it. I'm just like, I'm tired. I sit down. She's like, want me to do it? Yeah. She'd go up there and saying, not identified, stab in face. Please log in.
No way.
Because I identified, right?
It memorized your look?
It would know, and it wouldn't let anybody else do my workout for me.
But what if you, like, shaved your beard?
Well, you have to identify anyways.
Change your clothes?
No, it's pretty accurate. Like, I had a beard, like, when I first identified, it was, like, less.
Yeah.
Apparently glasses confused it a little bit, but anyhow, like...
But, like, I mean, that pissed me off if it was me, and they're like, didn't identify Tobin. I was like... What, do you retina scan? Like, what the fuck do you need to do?
No, it didn't identify because my wife was there.
That's what I'm just saying, if it fucked up and it couldn't identify me because I'd shaved my beard.
Well, yeah, but then you just identify again. It's relatively quick. But
that is cool that it called, it's like, hey, fat ass.
Yeah, it's just like...
Why don't you sit your wife down and get your ass back up here and give me 10 more push-ups.
Which, I kind of wish, actually, they should do they didn't add that functionality to...
Calling you a bitch? I really wish you called me a fat ass more often.
It'd make me exercise more.
Motivate me more.
Actually. But yeah, no, Dance Central doesn't restrict you to play once you're logged in, which I guess makes sense because they're jumping in and out.
I want EA workout with stripping, where it's like not me,
like stripper pole.
I'm saying like the girl's like up there and she's like do 10 more push-ups and she's like ba-da-da-da-da, you know, like rewarding me with something like
Dude,
a girl.
You're on a fucking landmine, like a gold mine idea there of strip exercising.
Yeah.
You can make a piece. Holy shit! I know what we're doing after this.
We're patenting this idea right
That's
now.
Right. And any NooBTooB females that are hot, let us know.
Yeah, we will cut you in for some of the profits if you're,
right.
you know, getting jiggy with it on our
That
game.
would be awesome.
Yes.
Dude, genius.
Thank you.
But
that's what I do. I bring the ideas.
Hell yeah. But yeah, Dance Central. I think
they always have boobs. All my ideas have
strange.
boobs. Yeah,
boobs and money.
Money.
That's right. But yeah, Dance Central, I think it's an awesome Connect game. It feels really good. I think it's the best party game. Yep. But actually, I like
there's a dance-off. There's a 2-person mode where you guys can actually compete.
Yeah. And like you have to like take turns though, right?
I didn't try it.
Oh yeah. So I think you have to take turns, which is kind of annoying.
Yeah. No, you want dance off in. Well, actually, taking turns is kind of funny too, because then you you know, it's like in a dance battle when they're like da 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 da.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, like the guy comes out, he's just like, all right, you know, like doing the take turns dance battle.
Yeah, we should do a dance battle at some point. Maybe
we
after.
should.
Yes.
Not.
I will kick your ass.
All right, now we'll do it.
Yeah. So yeah, Dance Central, awesome.
Yeah, get it right now if you have a Connect.
Yes.
So. Next up is Super Scribblenauts, which I haven't gotten to play yet.
Yeah, so I gave it a chance. I was traveling. Where did I go? Yeah, I went down south or something like that, and I had some time, so I played Scribblenauts, and they fixed a lot of the problems.
Oh, good.
I gotta say, but it still has issues.
Okay.
Okay, so they fixed a lot of problems in terms of like you now remember how before you had to like click where Maxwell would go.
Hold on. Hold on. I wanted to do this for a while.
Yeah. Killer!
You guys get to meet Killer. He's gonna be pissed. Look at this. There's my cat. There's my cat. There's my angry cat.
Yeah. He's been going between our legs constantly.
Yes.
So.
And Yuzo's allergic to cats.
I am a little.
Which makes it hilarious. God, he's pissed now.
Oh man, he's gonna scratch.
Yeah.
But yeah. So what were we saying?
Super Scribblenauts.
Super Scribblenauts. Yeah. So they maybe before you had to like tap where he goes and it was really confusing and it'd screw up. Now you can get the control pad.
Okay.
So the controls are a lot better.
That's good.
But it's weird. They basically the whole idea behind Super Scribblenauts adjectives.
Yeah, where you like.
So you can say green Cthulhu.
Right.
Versus sleepy zombie versus other stuff like that.
Sticky vagina.
Sticky vagina.
What happens if you type it? I want to type in sticky vagina now. I bet it doesn't let you do.
No, vagina is off. So like the thing is like again like they have issues where you put words in and they wouldn't have them.
Right.
It has some issues, but like what's actually annoying me more is like they have this weird thing with constellations. So you would hit different stars, and that would be a level, and then you'd finish the level, you'd make the constellation go to the next one, so on and so forth. But like a lot of it's like okay, you see 4 boxes.
Yeah.
You see a zombie here, a vagina here, and a penis over here, and you'd be like fill in the 3rd box. So all you're doing is typing in a word. So that's the puzzle.
Oh, it's like what
common
what
between
matches
those?
These
Yeah.
things? Okay.
Obviously, smelly is probably the thing. So you put down like something, a skunk, and you're fine. But yeah, so
you need to wash more.
If your first association.
Oh my god. We need to take you to a psychologist and have you do word associations because that's fucking hilarious.
What else would you do? I mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
Zombies are a little tough, but that's the kind of thing. And like a quarter of the puzzles are like that, where all you're doing is dun dun dun, and then it's just like I just don't enjoy those kind of word puzzles. Right. So a quarter of those were kind of okay, and the other one was like, okay, here's a fireman and a fire truck, a policeman and a police truck. A doctor and something.
You just write hospital and you're done, like
or,
that sort of. I mean, like that
or
sort
an
of,
ambulance, right? Like whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, like you're just filling in. Okay.
And it's just like, and that's kind of all the puzzles. So like, I really like what they did. They fixed a lot of stuff.
Small child, I guess.
That's what I feel like. Actually, as a teenager or something like that, I think I'd actually get a lot more out of this because I'm like trying different words. I'm trying vocabulary, but for me now, it's just like I got Layton I could play.
Yeah.
Right. So I ended up doing that. I played a little bit more of that. So.
But I mean, is the actual like the non-puzzly I'm sorry, not the non-matching is the gameplay pretty fun? Like
again, it's kind of like Scribblenauts, but better. Like it's not as like wonky where you had to come up with some really weird stuff to actually get things. So and they added some other stuff. But
can you play without the adjectives? Like, could you just play through and just be like horse, car, whatever?
You could, but so like a lot of the puzzles actually require you to specify a particular adjective.
Okay.
Or be creative with your adjective, but like or blue zombie versus red zombie or something like that. It's actually important. So again, it feels a little contrived. Again, like Scribblenauts, I understand what you guys are doing with it. You guys did a much better job in terms of putting it all together, but it's still not I don't know. There's some sort of magic that's missing to make it a fun game, right? It's a bunch of puzzles stringed together without any sort of rhyme or reason.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like, make it a story. Make it like Layton. Maybe that'd be more interesting to me.
It could be.
Right? So, yeah, I'd say, check it out, but
Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry.
So last but not least, we have the Sly Cooper Collection.
Yeah, so I kind of want to try this. I haven't given it a chance yet.
Yeah, so I went out and bought it the day it came out because I love me some Sly Cooper.
Nice.
So what it is it's a HD remake of Sly 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, perfect.
So
yeah.
You get all the Sly games right there, packed together in a bunch of awesomeness, and it looks beautiful.
Really?
Like, it is just super HD, 1080p,
Wow.
very nice.
And they did all the was it cell shaded, right, with all the
Yeah.
games, so it actually it lends itself better to looking better in HD.
That's
which I
right.
thought, so.
Yeah, that's right. It pops and they didn't have to they didn't have to like make up a bunch of new assets. They just really left it the way it was, but made it look a lot nicer.
So what do they add, like trophy support, or like anything interesting that made the game?
There's trophy support.
Okay.
But I whatever.
Yeah.
Like it there's so much collecting in the game already
Yeah.
that honestly, most of what they did is just let you replay these classic games where it's like, I honestly, I'm playing through this, and I know that I played one of the Slys, but it's not Sly 1.
Oh, interesting. So 2, I guess. 'Cause
It must be.
Well, I remember way back in the day in NooBTooB, like we played Sly 3 as a retro title
Yes.
a while back.
That's right.
And it was fun, but it was a little more open world than the first 2. And I remember that I liked the first 2 a lot better because 3 was just a little too much open-y as opposed to pure platforming, all that kind of stuff.
So this is definitely it's really very good. So the thing is, on every level, so I've only been playing through the first one. Like I haven't reviewed all 3.
You didn't finish all 3?
Yeah, in a week. Shocking. But the whole thing is, you go into a world, and in each world there's 3 challenges. There's finish the level in X amount of time. There's find the key, which is finish the level.
Yep.
And then there is get all of the messages in a bottle, which allows you to find a safe, which allows you to unlock a special move. And the cool thing about that is, it's not collecting for collection's sake, because once you find 20 bottles in a level, you find a safe, you open the safe, you get a new move. So you can beat every level and not find all these things, but then you're missing better attacks. And
It probably makes other levels harder.
Exactly.
Probably. Okay.
So then you get like a jump and spin attack as opposed to having to run up to somebody and hit them. You like lunge at them and hit them.
Makes
You
sense.
can roll out of the way of attacks, that sort of thing. So it really rewards going back. So I'd beat a level, and then I'd get to the end, I'd have like 18 out of 20 clues. I'm like, well,
did you replay it?
of course, because you're getting a skill.
Oh, that's
You know what I'm saying?
why. Oh, okay, gotcha. So you're saying if Kirby or one of those other things all of a sudden gave you a new ability
Then I
based
would
off
go
all the
back.
thing, you'd actually
Right.
go back. Interesting.
And the thing is, with the Kirby game, I did end up playing some of the levels for more points because I wanted to get the gold, the gold medal. But the cool thing about this was, I'd forgotten that they really do have a lot of challenge in this game, and it's challenge because each level, you can beat a level in 5 minutes.
Yep.
Usually even less. But when you die anytime, it's like a one-hit kill, and you're back at the beginning of that level.
Yeah.
So
it's a little painful. I mean,
it is a little painful.
Yeah, they don't. Do they have continuous spots? Maybe not in the first one. They probably added them in the second one.
Yeah,
That's brutal.
It is brutal. It is brutal, but the levels are short enough that you're like, I can do this. I can go back and do this because it doesn't feel punishing.
Yeah.
The only time that I was getting frustrated was there was a boss battle where he would have like 5 different stages, right? Like you beat him in one new stage, beat him in one new stage.
At the same time, though, like Sly 1 was made in an era where all that stuff was okay, so I can probably not not fault him for not redoing.
Well, because the funny thing is since it's a one-hit kill, that means the boss changes his attack and hits you.
Oh.
You die, and you're replaying the first 3 ways to kill him.
Yep.
So it's like, but I mean, whatever. It is what it is. Like, these are retro games. I wouldn't have. I mean, like, what are they going to do? Rewrite? Like, you don't want them to have it pause at every.
No.
at
I
every
mean, they
stage.
could have had checkpoints, but I can understand why they didn't.
Right.
And it would probably even take away from some of the difficulty of the game, which made it kind of interesting in the first place.
Yeah.
So I'm actually excited. I want to try this at some point. I'll probably borrow your copy when you're done with it. But
the one thing I would
is it
say-
budget at least or
It is. It was. God, what was it? I think it was
30 or 40?
39.
Okay, good. So cheaper.
The one thing that I would say is they've never excelled in story. Like, I've always enjoyed the Ratchet dialogue. Like, they'll have the funny Captain Quark, and they'll have like jokes about Britney Spears, and they'll have jokes about and this is just kind of chatty, like
it's pure cartoony.
yeah, and
comedy.
it feels like watching Saturday morning cartoons. Like, Sly, you have to go in there, and you're the thieviest raccoonist, and you got to get back the 5.
Yeah.
And like a lot,
No
sometimes,
pop culture.
and a lot of times they're not skippable.
Yeah.
So I would actually beat a level, and they'd go into a cutscene. I'd put the controller down and like be checking my email. I'm like, oh, okay, are we back to playing now? Okay, good, I'll do that. So I mean, that was my one ding against it. But I mean, yet again, are they going to go back and rewrite all the dialogue? No, but make it skippable because I don't care.
I mean, that's just a general thing. Always make something skippable.
Fuck yeah!
Come on. So these are the same guys that did Infamous, right? They went on to make Infamous.
Really?
I thought
maybe
because
maybe
yeah, right?
might be.
Wait, Uncharted. Who did Naughty Dog?
Naughty Dog.
And Naughty
did.
Oh, come on!
God damn it! It's the guy with the little rat on his back. Wasn't that him?
No, not
Shit!
Not
What did Naughty Dog do?
Banjo-Kazooie? No.
No, I was Jack and Daxter, wasn't it? Wasn't that Naughty Dog?
Shit, we should look. This.
Okay, so we're talking in circles now.
Totally wrong.
We'll go look this up. Everybody on YouTube is calling us a bunch of stupid idiots. I don't remember who did what. We don't have Wikipedia in front of us.
But yes, these are excellent developers. It's good to see go back in time to their start.
So thank you for doing that. And apparently we have a HD Shadow of the Colossus coming at some point.
And Ico too. I want to say, I never played Ico.
It wasn't that good.
Really? Because everybody says it's awesome.
I think it was good if you played at the time. I went back and I played it
that's unfortunate.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
10 years after it came out, and it was
just like, Really? Because I played Shadow of the Colossus pretty recently, and I'm like, holy crap, this is amazing.
No, Shadow of the Colossus is awesome.
Okay, so hopefully, we'll try both.
Maybe you like Ego too. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll
Maybe
see.
you would.
New releases.
Epic Mickey.
Epic Mickey. So we played this at PAX. It was awesome.
Yes. It was really good. So
really,
it gave me back my I'm very, very, very hopeful for this title.
It made me feel like they don't make games like this anymore. Like just pure platforming, like everyone's going realistic and all this stuff. This is just pure platforming amazingness.
Yeah, and there's all this very clever stuff with paining the worlds. You can paint, you can erase, and there's just a lot of interesting. Some of the combat felt Kingdom Heartsy.
Yeah, actually, yeah, it's good. Which is good. There's no emo-ness, which is awesome.
And there's apparently one of the things that they made it a point to do is you have to make decisions. I was reading an interview where they were saying that things like at points you can either save somebody's life or get a treasure, that sort of thing. So they're kind of trying to make
weird,
you.
Because the thing is remember we tried to nail down that guy. It's just so you're evil Mickey. He's like no. So you're mischievous Mickey. He's like, I
don't like to say mischievous.
Yeah,
but whatever.
You're impatient Mickey, basically. Yeah. You're Tobin Mickey or you're, Yuzo Mickey. I think that's kind of...
They're so terrified of tarnishing the Disney brand by having evil this or dark this or whatever that. They're not going to commit to any of that shit.
But which is good. Whatever. It's Warren Spector. He really knows how to do games. So let's.
We will be buying this at launch, which is next week.
Or
actually, it's today.
Is it? Yes, by the time you see this.
Coming out.
So we will be in line.
So next up is Golden Sun Dark Dawn.
Yeah, so this is the DS RPG, I guess, remake?
Yeah, it was a GBA. Well, actually, I don't know.
Yeah, so it's an older game.
The original Golden Sun was on GBA, I know that much.
Yeah.
Neither of us played it.
No, but a lot of people are saying that it was an awesome one, and this is going to be awesome. All the videos we see, it looks kind of like your standard JRPG.
Yeah. Hey, man, have you ever played the Mother series?
What's that?
I don't know. Somebody told us to play the Mother series.
Really? Well, no, actually,
1,000 times.
I heard there was a fan translation of Earthbound 3.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah. That we can play on, yeah.
So Golden Sun, actually, I'm about to go traveling.
You go on a trip. Yeah, you should actually
So I'm going to be traveling to D.C. For 2 weeks, and I'm going to be doing a lot of flying, so I will get Golden Sun, I will play on the plane, I'll let you guys know how it is.
I predict 1 hour of gameplay.
But the plane is 6 hours, so I would probably play that long.
I don't know what else you will play. Actually, we should there's a bunch of PSP games we should play. You should play God of War, there's a couple of ones.
Okay.
Right, so.
And then last up is Nailed.
So it's exactly the game you're thinking it is.
It's totally what I did to Envious's mom. Nailed it! Woo!
So this is, I don't know why they call it Nailed, but it's an ATV racing game.
It's a Christianity simulator. No, it's not.
It's a Roman historical. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, totally. But yeah,
so what the Jews did.
It's an ATV. Yes, I'm not even going to go there. It's an ATV racing game. Yeah. The only reason I put it on the list because I actually played it, I think, at PAX. It wasn't half bad. It was kind of fun.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's kind of like remember
it's just racing kind of like dirt.
Remember what was that one that we liked, that kind of liked but had issues on PS3? Racers.
Oh, with Mod Nation?
Mod Nation Racers. It's like that, but fun.
Oh, okay, good. But that wasn't fun.
Yeah, no, but it was just kind of like, ooh, I'm doing some cool. I'm going to actually rent it and check it out, but we'll see.
Okay.
So each week, I like to feature a NooBTooB on the show. Please send in videos with questions, funny stories, reviews, or whatever.
Yep, and you can contact us toll free at 888-233-8480 or send your files to feedback@NooBTooB.com. Also, please post them as video responses on YouTube.
Yes, and please keep all videos in a minute if you want to feature on the show.
And don't forget the yow!
Yo.
So Brown NATO has a thing going on right now.
What up, NooBTooB? Brown 805 from the forums. Just want to let you guys know that Redbox is now renting games for $2. Hell yeah! What do you guys think? Yow.
I think that's fucking awesome.
Damn, do you have Redbox near you?
I do. I've got like a Redbox a block away from my house.
Holy crap.
There's a 7-Eleven down the street. A lot of 7-Elevens are putting Redbox out front. A lot of Lucky's and Safeways are putting...
in California.
Yeah, I don't know around you guys if you guys have these or not, but Redbox is like you can rent a movie for 99 cents a day.
Oh, yeah. And they're
Video games? Are you kidding me?
For $2 a day?
That's awesome.
Like, seriously, like, I would go, like, get it at 6 and then return it, like, at 4. Like, a lot of games, you only need, like, 6 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so.
I mean, I could have returned James Bond 6 hours after renting it. A happy man.
That's true.
So I'm actually, I was thinking, like, today or tomorrow, like, I'll just pop. I mean, it's literally a block away. I'll go over and check it out and see if they have any good games.
And I'm excited because the thing is, like, I'm worried about, like, I know Netflix never did games because of the economics.
Yeah.
Right, where you have to pay, like, normally they're paying for DVDs or whatever, like $10 or $8 in bulk, right?
Yeah.
And they're renting it out and they make money back.
Right.
But for games, you have to pay $60, so you actually have to have a turnover of X amount of times, but then they get damaged, yada, yada.
How's Gamefly doing?
I
don't even know.
Well, I think they're doing it by making sure to delay the number of new releases so that it takes months before you actually get it.
Yes.
Yeah, right. They have some techniques.
Yeah.
But these guys, seriously, $2 a day, like, they have to do 30 days of rentals. Like, I don't know.
So, I mean,
it's
in 1 month, they pay the game back, right?
Yeah, but do you think, like, seriously, do you think 30 rentals, a game will last that long?
No. But, well... Ooh,
like, how does that work, right?
Yeah.
Like,
God, I don't know.
Oh, you know what Redbox has? So, like, this is like biz stuff, but like, they actually have deals where they actually resell because they only keep the newest releases, and then they resell the old ones.
So they rent it for a month and then resell the game.
Yes, they actually get back. I bet you they're going to probably sell it to GameStop.
Yeah,
or something.
Ooh,
right?
The evil mesh. It's all tied together.
These guys are smart.
Yeah.
That's my guess.
So I'm going to go check that out.
Yeah. Well, let us know what actual games are out there because I'm really curious.
Actually, what I'll do, I'll get a picture. I'll get some pictures of the game selection.
Or a video.
Or a video, even better.
Actually, do a video and then say this is the.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. Okay.
So we could just list some comics real quick.
Yeah.
All right. So Lapham King had a question.
Hey, Tobin users, this is Lapham King from Ohio. And last year we got Batman Arkham Asylum, and next year we're supposed to get Batman Arkham City. And, Rocksteady got picked up by TC. And I bring all this up because I wanted to ask you guys, you've mentioned reading comics in the past, and I'm a fairly big fan of some comic books out there. What are some characters you'd like to see from DC or Marvel, or maybe even some of the other products like Dark Horse or Image, that you'd like to see turned into a game? Superman, Wolverine, Daredevil, Green Arrow, like anyone. I'd really be interested to hear your thoughts. And who the developers should or could be. Thanks for listening, and yow.
I know. Sandman,
That'd
and get Ken Levine, Bioshock guys, Irrational. Do it. That's
That's a good one.
I have no idea what the gameplay would be like.
So that's the problem is all the comics that I like are like fucking awesome, but like if somebody told me to make it, I mean, like I like Transmetropolitan, who had, like Spider Jerusalem is.
That's not gonna
awesome.
happen.
How would you make a game out of that? He'd just be like going around like typing shit at people with his truth gun, and like I like Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. You could make into a game because all he does is go around and cut people up with knives.
I can see that. What about like Death Note the game? Like, he's gonna write somebody's name.
I will actually go so far as to say I bet there already is one.
Bullshit. No,
I bet you in Japan there is a Death Note game.
You might be right. You might be
a cell phone game.
Oh yeah. What do you do? Do you write down other people's names? It's like, and then
I don't know.
I
can't even imagine. But yeah, I mean, Death Note would be fucking awesome. So I mean, like a lot of these things. It is difficult to imagine them. There's one called The Exterminators that I liked, which is like these guys fighting off huge bug infestations.
I can see
you could do that. I don't know.
Oh, they already made Bone the game, which came out okay.
Yeah.
I like it. There's
I liked Gru. Back in the day.
Yeah, I don't.
I liked who's that guy that Lobo. Lobo riding around the universe on his.
Why does that sound really familiar?
It was way back in the day.
Yeah, I don't remember that
He was
one.
like this dude with long hair that rode around on a motorcycle in space.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was Silver Surfer, the game.
Silver Surfer. There
Yeah,
you go.
fighting.
There you go.
I don't even remember what Silver Surfer did.
Rode around a surfboard and
Yeah.
cried a lot. Fucking Galactus would like smash another universe, and
Yeah,
Silver
pretty much.
Surfer's like, "I'm a pussy." Like, go fly around, you jackass! You're awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean,
So that's our. So we got no answers for you.
No.
In summary,
yes.
but
I think
that's it.
for our show this week. Please check out our website at NooBTooB.com and participate in our forums by clicking on the community tab at the top of the page.
Yep, and if you're watching this video on YouTube, there's a subscription button right up here. Also, rate this video with one thumb up by clicking down here. That's all for this episode. I'm Tobin Kozaire.
And I'm Yuzo Watanabe. Our engineering is done by Range. Too fat for life. Strong.
So sad.
Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. We're out! God bless somebody. That was good.
Thank you.